Hello everyone, welcome to Codewave Axure tips and tricks number 15. Today I'm going to talk about editable table in Axure RP using repeater. Here I'm going to create an editable table where I can perform the action like edit, update, delete and save. So let's start. I have an example here. So in this example, this is the product table where I have product brand name, category, cost, quantity, date, margin, sold price and action. So let's start with the edit. While click or tap on edit. Okay, so here it is having the alert which is saying like please select the product from the list. So first I need to select this and then I can click on edit or delete. So let's see, for delete also it is having the same message, please select the product from the list. So first we'll select this and click on edit. So here it is having edit brand name. So we'll say HP. Then if it is a monitor, so here we can select the category. So I will select the mouse and here product cost. Suppose it is 2000. Then quantity, we have 10. Margin, so margin is like how much the save or a profit for a particular product. So here I'm going to give 10% and then product purchase date. Suppose I have given 18 and then update. So here is the message, product updated successfully. Then close. So here HP mouse 2010 and this 10%. So it is showing the sold price means this is the purchase price, the cost 2000 and we add the margin 10% over the 2000. So the sold price or a selling price will be 2200. So now going to delete. So for delete, selection is required, otherwise this notification is there. So selecting this level and delete this. Are you sure you want to delete this item? If delete, then I must stop it. So now we'll create the same. So how to create, how will go, how will proceed, we'll see. So let's start with the demo page. So first we'll make a list what all elements are required here. So in a previous we can take it this. So here we have this brand name, category, cost, quantity, date, margin, sold price and action. Now in this table here we have this all entry. So suppose if I take this, just copy. So how you will proceed with this? So here is the way, just go to this library, and here you will get the repeater. Click on repeater, or if you want to have just these all in table, you just copy this and delete this one, paste it here, make it 0 by 0. So here category, cost, quantity, date, margin, sold price and action. So we'll create the table, this repeated data with the same name, and even here also we'll give the same name. So first we'll rename it. This is the brand name, and for the differentiation we'll give this car underscore, so it will be easy to understand while we are assigning the value. So car underscore quantity, date, then margin, so selling price it should be instead of sold price. Okay, I'll take this timing, and now actions. So actions, no need of giving this all. So now need to have in column. So here we'll have the brand name, then we have the category, okay, so it won't take any space in this column, so we can write like this. Next cost, this will come from the calculation. Now need actions. So for action we need 2 buttons. So now you can see this is all similar to the top header. So we can have this for the differentiation. And here now we need to assign the values in item loaded. So here we can select the values with this is having R, and one more R is here, so we can say just a date. Okay, so select value. From here I am starting our data, so our date will have the value which I'm going to insert item dot date. The same way here add target, action is not required. Our sold price, so sold price can have okay. So here we need a value through the calculation, so we'll keep blank and then we'll move to the next is margin. So for margin we can insert the item from here, item dot margin, and then cost quantity now category what is remaining brand name. So all done. Now we'll check to enter in a table. So here give now it is fine. Here we can say laptop, desktop, so now cost will fill the cost column. Then monitor lag. Now cost is filled up, and now next we are going to fill up the quantity. So suppose this is 10, 20, 10 and 30. So date 2023 and month is 5 and today date is 24. So we'll start with 19. Now the next margin, so we'll give 10%, then 5%, then 8%, and then 20%. So whether it is reflecting or not, we'll see. Yeah, so all of the data is reflecting. So here now we need this sold price, and then brand name. Here we need a checkbox, and for action we need 2 buttons. So first we'll go with the sold price. So for calculating the sold price, we'll have item cost margin. So into margin and then divide by 100. After that we'll add the real cost. So purchasing cost, item dot cost. So till here we'll have the bracket, and now we'll check the okay. Now it is fine. So here 1,10% margin and having this the price after that. So it's easy to get to know the selling price, and with the profit of, or you can say the margin of 10%, what will be the selling price. So little modification here will do. This is for the each product, so I am giving this symbol so easy to understand for the each product. And then margin should have some percentage, so here we add the percentage, and then quantity and cost. So cost should have also for each. Here I have added this symbol. So next need to add the checkbox. So here I will add the checkbox. So we'll give little alignment. So first it will be left, and then we'll make it 30 and this 10. So after 10 I think it should go little right. Now we can align this, and this group name is coming means some folder we need to done. So checkbox work is done. Now we need two buttons for the action. So we'll use two buttons. So one for edit and then second for delete. Okay. So we'll have these two buttons here to perform the edit and delete. So we can keep the name edit and here delete. So now we can see here this brand name. So this table is ready now. Next we need editing option. So editing option I can make it either over the table or using the model dialog. So here as per example I am going to use the model dialog. So we'll take this model. I think this is a small one. Okay, this is too small. We'll take this large one. So now here we can say model header, edit or update product, and then so here we can have this all information, so we can create a table. Not a table means we can have the text box to enter the value in a table. So we'll use the form. So form control is there, so we can use this. So here we can say brand name, next we need a category, so that will be a selection. So here select this middle, and I think this is bold. So, okay, so this will be category, and then we need a cost. Okay, so we can add here purchase cost or price, you can say. So next is quantity, date, margin. So 3 more field is required. So here I can add this purchase quantity. Okay, now the next date, so purchase date, move next. Okay, we need a quantity, date, and now the margin. So we can say this as a selling, or we can say like margin only, no worries. So now this is done. We are going to increase this, and here it is for footer. Can place this footer here, so little space is required. Alignment is fine now. We'll delete this and this also. Now just make it lock and align properly. So I will just make it the middle and the center alignment. Now this alignment is perfect. So here we have this 14 and this 14. Okay, because of this small, then Now fine. So here we need two buttons, which is like saving or updating. So here we can say update and then cancel. So this is done. So here we can say edit or update. Next, while clicking on delete, so we'll have some pop-up. So we can say delete. So edit is here, delete is here. For delete, we don't need this all data. We just will remove this. And here is the delete, so we can take this delete state and just okay, it is locked. So we'll save this and just make it 0 and 0. So delete is here. Now next is update successfully. Success. So for success, here we have this state state is done, and here edit update product. So now the main work to give the interaction, how we can select, edit, delete, update. So before that we'll preview this. This is check here. Now new interaction, select it. So we can have is if, so we can have the two scenarios here, selected, unselected. So here we can have the marked and unmarked rows. So while clicking on this, it will select the checkbox, then we can edit or delete. Otherwise, we can't perform the edit and delete. So for that, we'll have this selected. So selected will have just a simple case which will say in repeater, we can go to the marked rows, select the repeater and say this row. Same way, this is for selected, and the next here we can have unselected, and we can select the unmarked. Select a repeater for this. So selection is done, means mark is done and unmark is done. So now while marking and unmarking, we should load the value in that. So for that we need to add the logic. So value of each marked equal to value true, then set selected checked. This widget will be true. Now okay, so this condition is fine. We'll preview. So while clicking on this, it won't get selected because we didn't give any click event here. So for that we need a hotspot. So we'll use here hotspot. So we'll keep this, and till here, so selection will be easy while touching or clicking on this. So here we can say new interaction, click or tap, set selected checked. So that is a checkbox. So write the checkbox, and the value will be toggle. So okay, now we'll preview. So it is working fine. So our first step is done in the interaction. Now I'm going to add the interaction for delete and edit. So moving towards interaction to edit and delete. So before that, just we'll make this height little less. Yeah. So edit, while we click on edit, and so it should show the model. This is the small model, so we'll give the name just model. So here while click on this, so model will have animation fade, and this would be a treat as a light box. Done. The next, that is a dynamic panel. So state panel state model and edit update. Okay, now delete. So we'll have the same interaction for delete also, just changing the state panel. Instead of edit, we'll say the delete. Okay, so this too is done. Now we'll come to this update the table, edit and update the table. So for this, here we have the brand name and all. So this action will perform on click of update. So clicking on update, it will update this all the input which is given by the user. So we'll say this click or tap. So before that, we just rename this, like we'll give model m underscore, this is brand name, and this category, so m underscore, then purchase price, then we have purchase quantity, purchase date, and we have margin. So here, now it is done. So naming is done. Now need to give the interaction to the update, how it will edit and how it will update the table. So new interaction, click or tap, just open this, and then you will get here update rows. Select the repeater, and here it should be marked because we are using the checkbox with the marked. Now next is select column. So we'll start with the brand name. So here brand name, and here add local variable, text on a widget, search am underscore. So here it is a brand name, this is done, and local variable. Okay, the same way select next category. So for category we have given, so that is a drop down. So for drop down we will use selected option of, so it will show this drop down m category, and here you can select the local variable. Next, cost. So cost is simple, text on a widget, and we can say underscore. So here cost is at, okay, yeah, purchase price. So we need to add here. Next, quantity. So this will also text on widget, and here is a quantity, add the local variable. Okay, date. Okay, so date will be also the same, text on a widget, will take as a date, and add here the local variable. So now last is margin, text on a widget will be margin, and here LVR1. So after updating this, it will move to the next panel, that is a successful message. So here we can say set panel state model success. Now okay, and cancel will have the same behavior, which is close, then move to the delete one. So while clicking on delete, okay, so before that we'll delete this. So by clicking on a delete, it should delete that row. So for that, click or tap, and here select this delete rows, repeater, and here should be marked. That's it. And after deleting, it should hide this. So for that, show hide, this is model, and say hide. Now this cancel and this close, so we'll have this. So hide model, and the same we can use for the cancel also. So next is update. So product updated successfully. Here select the model, and here also select the model. Now it is done. Okay, so we'll hide this model and we'll keep it here. Now we'll preview. So I didn't add the condition whether it is selected or not. So just if I click on edit, this model will show. And here we can edit the name also, like HP category, which I need to update, and then price, purchase quantity, purchase date. So here I need to update to the date, and here margin. So this and update. So product updated successfully, close. So the marked is not done, so for that reason it is not updated. So let's work on this. So before that, this and that. Okay, so we'll take this, just copy this background, and then come to delete, paste it, and come outline, and this is the delete one. So we can have it here, and this we can combine as a group. Select this, middle, center. So same way we are going to do with that also. Here just color, copy, and then go for success. So here select this, unselect this, group it, so in this group we need to keep it this edge outside. So we'll set it center, middle, we can make it. So this is now fine. So we'll work on the next part, which is the date. So for the purchase date, we need to give the interaction here input type as a date, and then margin is fine. This is for the brand name. Okay, now the next, which is like marked and unmarked. So for that condition, just we use the alert. So here I have an bootstrap library, and we can use this alert info. So here we can say please select the product on the list, and we can align this to center. So this is alert info, so we can hide this. Now we'll move to here. So edit will work when we have the case like selected of check box 1 equal to value true. So if it is true, it will open the model, and if selected of check is false, it will show this alert info. So same way we can add this case in delete also. So just we need to set the panel state to delete, and here the message will be same. So now we can preview. So this message came because we didn't select any of the product. So now selecting the product, now going to edit brand name, we are using mi, and here now category we need to change it. So it's easy, just here edit many, you can write laptop, so now we preview. So edit this brand name, we can say mi desktop and purchase price 10k. Oh, black quantity 2, and here purchase date. So here it will come as a date. I've selected the 26, and this is 10% margin. Will update product successfully, close, check here mi desktop, cost is right, quantity, now date is fine, margin, and after margin the sold price means the selling price will be this. And if you want to delete, just are you sure you want to delete this, delete that, delete it. So one more condition we can add here. Suppose if we didn't select this, or so this is showing here, this is fine. So without selecting this, this edit should be disabled. So we can make it this enable and disable. While user select this checkbox, then this button will getting enable, and if it is not selected, it is like a disable. So for that, just we need to add one more condition here, like this button. So we'll select both button. Okay, both are different colors, so we can style effect. So here, if it is a disable, fill color will take off. So we'll take the same color here, but the color opacity will be less. So here it is, we can make it 50%, or either we can make it 70%. So this will be fine. Okay, now this style effect, we'll take this color and in disable fill color, and we have taken the 70%. Okay, so this condition is saying like if it is selected or marked, then this both button will enable. So for that there is two way to do this. Just select both, and here mouse effect is there, so all, make it disable. So by default it will be disabled. Now the next, the interaction is given here, selected marked rows and unselected marked rows. So unselected marked rows, this you can say delete, del button, and you can say edit button. So now select this, and here if it is selected means marked rows, you can say enable, edit, and then you can add another one, delete. So same way we can use this, copy and unmark. When it is, you can say disable, and you can say disable. So now we'll preview. So here this is disable. Once we select this, it is getting enabled. So while it is not selected, not marked, it is not enabled. So making this enable, we have to mark one, then it will enable. So now the edit, it's getting open, and we can update this. This feature is not given in example, like enable and disable. So while I have not selected it, it is giving this alert, until once I select this, then only model is getting open. So that scenario also we have covered here, but this is, I think, more useful than that. So how is the editable table relation or a trick? Please write on a comment, and I will see you in the next Axure tips and tricks. Thank you very much.